So let's break down the business team sizes, if that makes sense. Hopefully, it'll make more sense as you're hearing about it. But at two, you have the scouts. And so these are the people who are going out there trying to see if this idea is possible. These are the people who are going out there um, selling, actually creating the product, actually delivering on whatever it is that they've sold and that they've promised. We're just getting proof of concept or seeing if this thing actually works. You say, at four, these are the fire starters. There's a key person of influence, that salesperson, delivery person, and Swiss Army knife. Swiss Army knife is that guy who can do a little bit of sales, they can do a little bit of the delivery, they can do a little bit of that influencing and being a part of that role that's helping drive the company forward, that networking, that whatever the case, whatever it is that may be necessary at the time. At eight, you have like a stable core team. You have your generalists. So now it's no longer a state of people who, this person's doing this person's doing that. At eight, you kind of have a solid balance of, okay, we know what needs to get done. At first it was, we know who needs to do X. Now it's, we know what needs to get done, let's just do it. At 30, now you have specialists in your team. Now you have a dedicated sales team. You have a dedicated delivery team. You have a dedicated whatever. You may even have an executive team at this stage of the game. And so, a great example of this is I was at a company not too long ago that is handling over 4 billion South African, 40 people working for the company. And so you realize that these things are actually real and realistic numbers if you truly understand the game, right? That at two, you could be going out getting the idea. At four, you're kind of creating this thing and you're expanding on it. You kind of have the individual systems and processes running. At eight, you're stably now consistently pushing out those systems and processes. And then at between 18 and 30, um, between 8 and 30, sorry, is when you're really now growing and having the different factions within each generalist. Hope that makes sense.